I'm the man who can have this. What I'm saying is you're a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is a
Can I touch it like this? Can I cuff it? Can I cuff it? Can I cuff it like this? Can I?
What I'm saying is you're a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is
I'm in love with a stripper T-Pain, don't know the half. Got 10 stacks of ones, let the ground do the math. Throw the money in the club, let the rain wear the ass. Looking for a bad bitch, guess what? She just that. Hair jet black, her ass that's fat. She's the reason why every nigga in here keep running back. And hogging all the dancers trying to get that girl to roll. Everybody got an invitation, open car doors. She's a monster on that pole. Slowly sliding down. She can easily steal your soul. Bouncing that ass all around. And she hit the floor hard, trying to splash up a butter. Wonder what's the next play. Like she calling out a huddle like a shuttle. Her smoke out her soul, taking off. And she looked me in my eyes while she taking clothes off. It's a hurt makeup on her face that pretty. And she whisper in my ear to tell me she coming with me.
if I can, I wanna grab it. I'm the man who can have this. What I'm saying is you a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is a
Can I touch it like this? Can I cuff it? Can I cuff it? Can I cuff it like this? Can I?
What I'm saying is you a bad bitch. Girl, your ass
Go to body tap and strippers if you want to see some ass titties. If you want a diamond, you go to Magic City. Caramel skin, ass up enough to sink in. All this money on the floor, baby, go ahead and sink in. Her lip gloss is popping, that's why she always lick it. Pussy popping on the pole, make me wanna hit it. I watch them dollars fall on her like a waterfall. Oh yeah, she gonna flirt until she get it all. She's the baddest bitch, something like that girl Trina. I love to watch her get money when them girls team up. And them high heels give her ass a perfect fold. Yeah, she likes to pose like she doing a centerfold. The center of attention, oh yeah, she be the show. The simplest movement, to leave your mind blown. You gotta love it though, cause she getting dough. Every time she see me, she got a place to go.
girl, you bad. I just wanna grab it. What I'm saying is you a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is a
Can I touch it like this? Can I cuff it? Can I cuff it like this?
What I'm saying is you a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is the baddest. If I can, I wanna grab it. I'm the man who can have this. What I'm saying is you a bad bitch. Girl, your ass is the baddest. If I can, I would grab it. So tell me, can I have it? Bad bitch, girl, your ass is the fattest.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? Happy Sunday. It is your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please go ahead and thumbs up the video. Thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their asses into the sanctuary. Also, if you guys love everything that the King does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv. That is Conscious with the Z on the end on Cash App and or paypal.me/ConsciouzTV. And once again, Consciouztv spelled just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below. Also, make sure that you guys are sharing the stream out to whatever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community, link, your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn when you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, live, and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What's going on, Conscious Crew? Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. You guys know that the King has been under the weather, so I have not been live in like a whole week, okay? I had jumped out of the shower and had went to check my mailbox, and baby, when that Arctic Circle hit the crack of my... Baby, I was down for the count, girl. So I'm finally feeling a little better. I feel pretty much like... I feel like I'm at a good 85, 90. Okay, so I'm feeling better than I was. I feel good enough to be up here. So the next few lives, I may be pacing myself so that I can, I'm slowly cranking up the engine, child. Okay, I'm unthawing at this moment. We got a quick live to get into. I actually was supposed to go live tonight to get into the explosive bush of cocaine Barbie ass, who is experiencing her own damn turning point, girl. Okay, we got to get into that. We're probably going to go live right after this, but I felt like this would be a shorter live stream, so we're just going to get this one out of the way. Now, I don't even know where to start, girl, other than you guys need to tune in to the King Jives show live stream tonight, girl. King Jives has been slowly making his way, girl, toward the promised land. He's been slowly making his way off the plantation, and tonight seems to have been his official release, girl, okay, from the House of Jordan. Now, for those of you who don't know what's been going on, in a nutshell, girl, you guys know that about 2 weeks ago, I came up here, girl, toward the church sector into smithereens, girl, had everybody pressed and shook, and there's a lot of things going on right now. There's been a lot of things going on in the foreground. There's been a lot of things going on in the background, and I'm personally just waiting for the things that's been going on in the background to make their way to the foreground, because that's when stuff is really going to get thick, okay? Is when all the background stuff gets a spotlight on it, and that day is coming. But it's going to come organically, okay? Not in any rush for the truth to do what it do, because it's clear that the House of Jordan just can't help themselves, you guys. I mean, they're kind of doing the work themselves, girl. Like, y'all know I've been saying, you can tell that the Jordans have never really been through, they've never been taken through there before. Not really. And the way that they have been moving, girl, just because of a conversation around the audios that Bishop Bernard Jordan has already legitimized and authenticated, the conversation alone, girl, has had the House of Jordans in a goddamn spiral. Honestly, the audios don't even have to happen at this point, because I think all has been revealed, if anybody's really looking and anybody is really listening, because it's all hanging outside. Now, you guys know, as I broke it down to you guys, that Bishop Jordan triangulated because his mad day was a delayed day, or maybe he took all this, let's go all the way back. So you guys know that Dr. Larry Reid separated from his spiritual mentor, father, etc., whatever the hell you want to call Bishop Bernard Jordan today, okay? And there was no back talk when Larry made that public declaration and informed the public that he had gone his separate ways from Bernard. Bernard showed up, 7-8 months later on one of Larry's ops platforms, and he decided to speak out later. So what it was given to me was that Bishop was hibernating like Pennywise, girl. He was in his 27-year hibernation, girl, and he had been aroused. See, I hate when my aura do that. I can't, I'm too blown out. Hold on. Let me change this camera up, girl. So he was hibernating, girl, like Pennywise in Derry for 27 years, girl, and then decided to pop up, guess who, on Mad Day. And then he triangulated from St. James to people that Larry done sued and sent cease and desist to, circled his block around to William McWig, recruited him, and then finished it all off by recruiting my boy, the King Jives show. My God, today. And it's been a ish show ever since, because, you know, as things keep coming out, you guys, hold on, let me get my camera together, y'all. Hold on to your love, you got to hold on. Okay, so he did all this recruiting, girl. He recruited all of Larry's ops, and it's been nothing but pettiness ever since. But I've been listening to King Jives' commentary over the last few weeks, and a lot of the spillage really started with St. James. St. James was used as a crash dummy by the House of Jordan, jumped out of the window because he was blinded by the marvelous synthetic light and made a fool of himself. An individual by the name of Justin D. Edwards had to gather him all the way together. St. James tried to fake recover from embarrassing himself and also slandering the fuck out of Justin by doing a fake public apology the next day involving Justin D. Edwards also on his show. Okay, he made this big to-do about how he should have never bent the knee, he should have never just taken anybody's word for it, and that he fell for the okie dokie and he was used as a pawn and he should not have done this and he should not have done that, and he didn't vet the sources, and he's learned his lesson, and he just wants to publicly apologize for all of the bullshit of it all, right? But then St. James contradicted himself, because one of his team members, William McWig, was going to do a live to slander Justin D. Edwards even more. So what St. James did after he fake apologized to Justin, openly apologized to Justin, openly apologized to his followers, was then going to Patreon and instruct everybody to go over to William McWig's page, where William McWig was about to pick up the torch that St. James was too incompetent to carry. So he basically threw his apology and threw all of that fake performative out of them up the window. Okay, now, fast forward. After St. James had pretty much acted like he was used and surprised and he was shocked at his handlers, there was then King Jives. And King Jives, King Jives has slowly been awakening to something. King Jives has had his pinky finger up to the wind, honey, ever since, you know, Bishop called his name and pretended as if there was going to be opportunity and money and expansiveness and growth in terms of, you know, what he does for a living as a content creator. That hasn't really been the case, according to what King Jives has been saying out loud. Things get funkier and funkier and funkier the more that he goes along with this idea that the Jordans are here to help him to grow and to be better and to be a multi-millionaire. We heard this same carrot dangling bush when Bishop said the same thing to St. James in his initial interview after he had awakened from his 27-year hibernation in Dairy Girl and came for Dr. Reid. He told St. James, I can make you a millionaire. So this is the grift that they use. They use and sensationalize money and opportunity and advancement as a way to pretty much seduce the people that they want to control. Now, nobody is more controllable and nobody's going to fall for this more than, of course, William McWig, because William McWig is a shallow, material driven, empty, soulless, cowardice, callous, hideous peen-sucking demon that, of course, anybody coming to him with a price tag, girl, that is for sale, okay? Like an apple at Kmart, girl, for fucking sale. So this has been the pitch that Bishop has used. Now, mind you, when I first saw the way that Bishop was moving and what he was promising to these men, with the exception of William McWig, he's man nor woman. He's just you know, when they say that the Lord took rest on the seventh day, the Lord was tired, y'all, and the Lord just started doing shit, girl. Wasn't even being intentional no more, girl. Just start doing stuff, girl. Just start creating any damn thing, okay? William was created on the seventh day, girl, okay? When the Lord was tired, and Archangel Gabriel and Uriel and Michael and Raphael and all of them, girl, was also asleep at the gate. Nobody was being mindful of the Lord's wand, and the Lord was just recklessly casting his arm left and right and allowing it to swing every which way, girl, and stuff just started manifesting like T-Rexes and pterodactyls, girl. Like, the space in which the dinosaurs were created is the space that William McWig was created in, girl. Okay, when God got real lazy and unintentional, child. All right, but when I saw the grift, and what he was selling to these guys, I was like, my God, today, this should have been an insult as far as I was concerned, because how people approach you with opportunity tells you a lot about what they think of you, right? So the Jordans assumed that all of these men had no depth. They had no integrity. They came in assuming that all these men could be brought. All these individuals could be swept off their feet by the material. And I was just thinking to myself, damn, what a low-key insult. Because he's just coming in knowing that he can promise them the least, with the promise of receiving the most, with the hopes that they're going to get out here and do anything. And unfortunately, the person who has pretended to be the most esteemed, St. James, fell for it first. Just jumped out of the window. No parachute, girl. Jumped out of the window. He said out of his own mouth that all his handler had to do is give him his word. And he feels bad that he felt for this person's word, but he thought he could because of who this person was, who was giving him the dummy mission. So unfortunately, the Jordans were right. They were right about what they assumed, at least with some of them. But if there's anybody who you can always count on to break the mold, baby, it's going to be that goddamn King Jives. And King Jives has broke the mold because King Jives has been putting on his Scooby-Dooby hat. He's been looking and listening real closely. He's like, look, this ain't really adding up. And we're going to get into it. But before we do so, what's going on, Dr. Larry Reid, who says St. James and William did what they were paid to do to Justin, in my opinion. And we know, right, that William was definitely paid to do it because, let's see here. You guys know I'm the Receipt King, child. You guys can go in previous live streams too, child, and see the receipts, girl. You know, because you guys know I would line these ninjas up, child. Let me see. Do I have it here? Let's pull the receipts, honey. There's always a good receipt. We know that people are getting paid with, you know, Spirit airline flights and hotels, and are, you know, being allowed to speak in front of 14 people on an iPhone 11 in landscape mode, child. It's a mess out here. Hold on, let me find this receipt. You guys thumbs up the video. It's been a mess out here, child. Let me see here. Do I still have the receipt? I might have deleted the damn receipts. Because y'all know I kick them and go and kick them, child. Hold on, let me see something. I think I just saw this on my desktop somewhere. Hold on. Y'all know I like an ordinary receipt, child. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I ain't even talk about this. I got to talk about this, too, while we here. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, hold on. I'm going to find this receipt. I know I still got to have it. Let me see here. Is this it? Where is up here somewhere? Hold on. Let me see. Because I know we showed the receipt, child, of Bishop them cash apping McGuitt. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Let me see here. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Hold on. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Maybe I did damn delete it. Okay, girl. It's... Hold on. Let me see one more time. All right. Hold on. Is this it? Nope, that ain't it. All right. So I don't know where to put that, girl, but it's in my last live. Y'all look at the last live, girl, okay? They were cash. They were super chatting. McWeird, girl. $300. Okay. And then when I called out to play, I believe the private donor who McWig keeps referring to, girl, because see, now that they know that my looking ass is looking, okay, they can't be so obvious now because I'm calling to play by play. So I believe the private donor is the son of the House of Bishop. People trying to be more cloaked now. They're trying to be on stealth mode, okay? But coin definitely has been spent, okay? False glamour has been presented to encourage hope, which encourages compliance, okay? And tonight, King Jives did a live stream. And as far as I'm concerned, girl, King Jives practically said it all, you guys. King Jives did a live stream tonight titled People Don't Listen, Nikki, where he basically quit the Bernards. He quit them cold turkey, girl. King Jives said that he don't want to be a part of whatever this is. It's been a lot of stuff that's been inconsistent since he has joined the ranks of the House of Jordan. He said he doesn't feel that the things that were being promised to him have been fulfilled, which was advancing him, the moolah. Now, a lot of people have given Jives some slack too, as it relates to, oh, Jives is just looking for money. You damn right, Jives looking for money. Who ain't looking for money, for one? Everybody up here, whether you in religion, whether you employed by Miss YouTube, is working. Everybody's working. Now, mind you, Jives didn't go seek out Bernard. Bernard sought out Jives. And the House of Jordans are the one who, according to Jives, laid down these promises. And he has absolutely an entire right to hold the House of Jordan accountable for what they claim this was supposed to be about. Jives wanted to go into this thing doing just that, making money, expanding his business. But the whole time, Larry's likeness has been hovering in the background. He's putting two and two together. And maybe thankfully to me, because, you know, I've been calling the play. I've been putting 1 and 2 together. And maybe he like, what? Wait, what? Why is it that this man recruited all of Larry Reid's ops? Why are the only people making money in this whole thing are the people who are doing the bidding of the House of Jordan? Because we've been seeing how much William McWig been making since they've been stupid enough to financially support him out loud, especially when William went in on Justin. And the Jordans were encouraging the super chats because William was like, look, I can get off. I don't got to tell, no more of this story if y'all not going to financially support. And who started throwing hundreds of dollars at William to encourage William to continue to go in on Justin and to span narratives about Larry? It was Bishop Jordan himself. And Manasseh circled the block. They've been patting him and holding him in New York for a week and ensuring that William is happy and well fed, okay? Which is good for William because he hasn't had to lay down in a men's shelter for a week, thanks to the Jordans, okay? But this also is why William is in the position that he's in right now, okay? Because can we just talk about William real quick? So I don't know if you guys know, but William McWig celebrated his 107th birthday, a few days ago, maybe? And he was grifting and crowdfunding as usual, okay? Nobody knows where the money goes to because he doesn't have a home. He's not putting the money toward any dialysis treatment, which he clearly needs. He's not putting the money to any hydrating lotion and cream. He applies the lace glue on top of the wig rather than underneath it. So, nobody knows where all this begging and all this crowdfunding goes to, okay? But he was celebrating his 107th birthday. And somebody was trolling him, my God. And girl, he asked them to step up and to step on the stage. And guess what happened, girl? They corn bombed the living ish out of his ass. And now apparently, girl, he's suspended for a year. And I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled at how Spirit is plucking them off one by one, girl. As soon as St. James tried to do bidding for the devil, girl, this was his first time trying to be a minion, girl, and got that ass spanked, girl. It was a legendary spanking, girl. Okay? Then McCray gets corn bombed on his sorry ass channel. He's out of there. And then the House of Jordan can't even keep the narrative strong enough to even make a believer out of Jives, who's seeing through all this like a Windex window. My God, today. And I think even, is it Sean Andrews or Sean Talks? I believe, I don't know what Sean's pronouns are. I don't know whether they are a masculine lesbian presenting person or a trans man. So I'm just going to say Sean. Okay. But Sean even seems to be, awakening, girl, to the reality that things are not well, that there is something dirty in the water running from the faucets within the House of Jordan. Now, let's get back to William McWig real quick, right? What I don't understand, because I tuned into King Jives live stream and I listened to, is it Miss Cruiser? Miss Cruiser seems to have a hate-love relationship to McWig. Apparently, he done dragged her. She done dragged him. They have a bittersweet dynamic or whatever the case may be. What I don't understand from within the church sector is why McWig is considered valuable. Because I've heard Miss Cruiser say this. I've heard Miss Cruiser say, I don't like McWig. I don't really care for him like that. But, I feel like he should also be here. He should have his space in all of this. And I'm thinking to myself, isn't this what the fuck is wrong with church to begin with? Because let's make it very clear. Most of the church sector audience is made up of a bunch of church hurt people who fled from mainstream religion because of the drama, the insincerity, the lack of character, the lack of principledness, the mean-spiritedness of mainstream church, only to create an alternative space where people like McWig can have a sense of significance. Why would you want someone who has been sued for slander, who has had a decades-long reputation of extortion, who literally admitted in his live stream that he does not protect victims and do not care for victims, which is a part of his extortionist tactic? And all because that person feeds you gossip, you would rather sacrifice truth and have somebody who entertains you in place of righteousness. And then we wonder why this stuff in the church sector is secular. We wonder why it's secular. You want to hold space and create value. And I got in Larry's ass for also doing the same thing when it came to McWig. I never understood why anybody ever aligned with McWig, because it don't make no sense given the condition and the nature and the whole reason for why the church sector exists to begin with. How you can't have God and have William. I'm sorry. Yes, you have to make a choice. And you look crazy trying to have William and trying to have God, Miss Cruiser. Okay? You should not want a backbiting, two-faced, untrustworthy, money-hungry, no integrity, scarecrow having a place amongst truth and justice. Somebody, is Miss Cruiser here? Because I would love her to come up because I need answers. Is Miss Cruiser in the building, baby? Because I just want you to make sense of the expectation. It's like wanting chaos and love. And we know that that combination does not work. It's even crazier that the Archbishop is supporting a person and was literally super chatting a person in real time who was saying, I don't care about victims. I don't care about protecting them. I don't care about shielding them. I'm out for me and me only. Yeah, he done been sued by everything up and down the sun. What is the value? It's given to me that the church sector is suffering from a double-mindedness. They want righteousness and they want truth and they want facts, but they also want the extortionists. They want the liars. They want the two-facedness. And here's also the deeper concern is that the standard obviously only applies one way. Because, baby, y'all will pick King Jives apart. Let there be any mishaps. Y'all on Jives' neck. Y'all will pick Larry Reid apart. Let there be any mishaps. Girl, y'all have whole psychoanalysts, whole think tanks on these men. Let there be any type of inconsistency. But y'all openly support a space for William to be the evil, decrepit, rotten, low-down, lying, ungodly, unholy spirit-driven maniac that he is, and will get out here and openly say, William should be here. No, William should be in hell. William should be with his father in hell. And it's clear to me that people in the church sector don't hear themselves and they don't see themselves And they don't realize that they're just replicating the same toxic church culture that they caught themselves migrating from by supporting incels and demons like McWig. I'm not sure how far you think you're going to get flying on the wings of a devil. Unholy spirit. I want somebody to make it make sense to me. Because Miss Cruiser needs that William girl. And I'm just like, as a result of you needing him, girl, you're going to have a big ass telephone pole in your eye. You will never be able to really wake up and know what the truth is as long as you're making space for liars. You're making space for people who are double-minded and who got double chins. How you going to make space and find value and pedestalize and put significance on somebody who not only is double-minded, but double-chinned, double-breasted? Some of these people in the church sector got double stomachs, got two of every damn thing, baby. I'm just trying to make it make sense, girl. How you double-minded and double-breasted and double-chinned, girl? And huh? And then the fact that the arch, out of all people, a man who holds a conventional role and title, and who has allegedly a Holy Ghost spirited led son, and y'all couldn't see, y'all couldn't prophesy, y'all couldn't see that St. James was going to be incompetent, girl, and running the play for y'all. The Lord didn't tell y'all that was going to be a no-go. Y'all couldn't see, girl, that McWig was going to be shut down immediately, girl, because when you play dirty, you can never win. Ain't that's what Miss Nene Leak said, girl? When you play dirty, you can never, ever, 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 ever win. All these incompetent ass people. What type of dream team was this, girl? That's why I know that the Jordans put this shit together with their eyes closed. Because there ain't no way, baby, that anybody had any degree of sight and still intentionally tried to assemble what they assembled, girl. They are here playing checkers. The rest of us out here playing chess, baby. And that's why I kept saying over and over and over again, Bishop keeps getting dressed from the neck up only. He forgets to put his drawers and his pants on, because every time he tries to do something, it just exposes to play even more. So speaking of exposing the play, I don't know if you guys saw this. Well, before we do that, child, this is what the church sector. This is what the church sector has a desire for. Some people, girl. Okay. This is who the church sector, child. How you built like silly putty. Silly putty. How you built like a wet bean. And this is what some people want at the table. Wow. 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 You know, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot that be going on, because, you know, some evil, it don't even attempt to disguise itself, okay? See, McWig is not a day walker. He got a nighttime aesthetic. So I don't understand. What are we not getting here? What's missing, Miss Cruiser? What's missing, baby? What's missing, sugar? You think that the Holy Ghost talking to that? You think that truth and that is synonymous? Miss Cruiser, where is your scooter? Where is your scooter, Miss Cruiser? Baby, this is what is lying underneath dairy. I can't even bring myself to conceive of anyone who would remotely think that there's anything to invest in, that there's any redeeming quality in the gunk that has assembled itself in the personality known as William that resides in the sewers of dairy. I can't imagine why anybody would throw money. I don't understand what the expectation is. It can't be that you actually think you can even control something like this. I mean, this man doesn't even have any control over the elasticity of the gravity that is supposed to be holding his skin up against the bone, girl. How is your face sliding off the bone? Like overbroiled barbecue. Now let's talk about some of the things that King Jives said about McWig. That McWig, you know, wants it all. He wants what he thinks that the Jordans have done for Dr. Larry Reid. Now, I don't know if Dr. Reid is still in the chat right now. I know that Dr. Reid already kind of cleared this on my platform last year by saying that, girl, as much as the optics look like what they look like, the truth is Larry did more for the Jordans than the Jordans did for him. $3 million from Larry versus what, 700,000-800,000 from the Jordans, and I'm not even sure if that was part of the damn loan. William wants a handout. William does not want to actually work for what he wants. He thinks he's entitled to something simply because he so-called paved the way for Dr. Reid and paved the way for King Jives and paved the way for these people. But how you paved the way for them but didn't follow the yellow brick road all the way out to the actual Wizard of Oz and get your payout? Did he stop on the way there to trick off with trade? Could he just not afford the rest of the Uber or Lyft ride to the Great Oz? Because Dr. Reid isn't just sitting around expecting anything to happen. He got out here and he worked. He worked. He showed what the church sector could be, or hell, what even just being a content creator could become. Oh, wait, Dr. Reid is in the chat. Wow. This is the only chat that Dr. Reid has been in since my infamous commentary. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, Dr. Reid. I know you was here before. I mean, it ain't even registered to me. Hi, Dr. Reid. That including that includes the loan he forgave for tax purposes, and I have more than 3 million of the 16 million I generated those years. What? Hold on, wait a minute. That's including the loan that he forgave. for tax purposes. Hold on, break that down in dummy terms. My brain getting kerfuffled, especially, you know, with this portrait, honey, of Pennywise's adopted daughter up here on the screen with me. So the 800,000 is including the loan that he forgave for tax purposes. What tax? Who tax purposes? And I have more than 3 million of the 16 million I generated those years. Okay, so have accumulated even more is what you're saying. You've accumulated even more than what you've even given to him. And a part of what he gave to you was also in part a loan that you didn't have to pay back because he forgave it for tax purposes. Is that what I to understand? Because my God today. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm trying to get my camera together, Connie, because she is doing the most, child. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, so Dr. Reid says he gave $800K, including the $300K loan. He forgave the loan after a few payments for his. Wait, so he made you. Hold on, I don't understand the tax part. He gave $800K, including the $300K loan. He forgave the loan after a few payments for his tax purposes. What's the tax purposes? You can hit the link if you want to, Dr. Reid. I'm gonna drop the link right now, but it's only for Dr. Reid in case you want to come up, child, because you know I told you I don't feel well, so my braining ain't braining at 100 right now. Okay, we gotta slowly unthaw, child. It's my first live after a week, child. Okay, so my brain ain't braining. But if Dr. Reid wants to come up, I just dropped the link only for him, child. Okay, the rest of y'all heathens stay there. He definitely is a master Grinch face beggar. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Is McCray is incompetent. McCray has not been able to even get himself a proper studio. He films his live streams on a two-way pager. And he only scares Christian elders who are over the age of 60. He's not even like a competent villain. Like Bishop Bernard Jordan had to know and understand, girl, that hold on, you had to understand, child, that Larry is not an amateur to this. I don't understand what is the vision for McWig and all of this. Hi, Dr. Reid.
Hey there.
I don't understand. Welcome to the platform.
Good day. Good day. I'll explain. I was trying to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of talking about this. But anyway, it was a little. I rounded up to $800,000, but counting everything that him, his wife, and the ministry gave, including the loan, it comes to about $800,000 in that 4.5, almost 5 year period of me knowing them.
Okay, can we go back a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
You asked for a loan?
Yes, this was near the end. Well, it was about a year before the end. Yeah.
The end of y'all relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the word on the curb is that you asked for a loan, but truly you expected it to have been gifted to you. Is there any truth to that?
It should have been gifted to me, absolutely.
And what makes you feel that way? Because of all of the money that you had gifted and supported them with of your own.
Absolutely.
Got it. So when that happened, what was your attitude when you realized, oh, he's not interested in gifting this, he's really going to loan this? And we're gonna payment plan this, and he's not going to
I
extend
first,
his way
I
back.
first asked for a loan for investment, and almost, I want to say in 23. That was when the economy started changing, 22, 23. I asked for the loan because I was foreseeing that things were going to get slimmer and slimmer. So I said, let me get into some investments.
Mm.
And I think what I asked for then was like 200,000 that I was going to pay back like in 2 months.
Now, had you already given him $3 million?
By that time it was 2023, so I'm gonna say I had probably given him about 2 at that moment.
Okay.
So then he said that he could not do it. He didn't want to do it. He had to pull out of the market, and Bitcoin was about to split. So that was coming up in April of that year. You know, that may have been in 24. That may have been in 24. When did anybody remember when Bitcoin split? That wasn't this year. That was no, it was this year in April. Well, whenever that was, it was the right months leading up to that. So he told me no, and that's fine. It's his money. Hell, it is what it is. And so then I think it was later on, because of money I had gotten $1.3 million worth of business loan debt because of really carrying too much weight. And so I had paid that off. Of course, I got back into a few more business loans, you know, but I'm handling that the wisest and white Donald Trump way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but that wasn't, I mean, even a fraction of what that was, you know. So that was the reason that I had to come out here and say what I had given to them, and I did it on your platform, because on another platform it was being said that my house, all of my Rolls Royces, Mercedes, and everything was paid for by Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
And it just wasn't true. And so that happened in 2024 in the month of November. And I realized from listening to what he said that he actually called me about, no. I remember him calling me about it because he was laughing. They thought it was all funny.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find it funny because it's just another one of those things I'm supposed to take, and my reputation don't matter. So no, when it was brought up, I made the statement, well, that's not true. If y'all want the right picture of the nature of our relationship, they have given me a total of about $800,000, and I've given them a minimum of $3 million. It's actually more than that. I remember one Taruma check I wrote for $65,000. So I didn't even count everything. It was just a rounding off the top of my head. So that is the dynamic of our relationship. What you guys saw was me building him up, reintroducing him to the audience that didn't know where he was, and an entirely new audience who never knew who he was. That was my assignment. I'm glad I did it. It was what I was supposed to do. And on top of that, you know, me giving him them 3 million, he generated multiple millions to become debt free during the course of our relationship as relates to some real estate that was carrying debt. So we were very good for each other, very good working with each other in what you guys saw. And I'm fully complete about it. And I have nothing in my heart towards him. And to answer the Marcellus guy said,
Hold on, because I don't.
oh, okay, sorry. Another platform has said, Larry, how can you love Bernard, but then send us an email that was sent to you about him? If anybody with two of them, like, that don't mean that he don't love Bernard. We're all vloggers, and it is norm for us to receive information and then forward to each other to tell, okay, this is what happened. And I just added him to that list because in his commentary at the time concerning what was going on with everybody and that Bernard was doing online, he peeped it. So I included him in that to tell him. They talk about the email, but don't talk about what I said. I gave the reason why I was sending, and I said I'm sending this to you guys. Now somebody else said that I sent it to them because I knew they would get to the bottom of it and tell the truth. Hell no. Let's read what I said. I said the reason why I'm sending this to you guys because you guys have been said, particularly that one that is named, that there has to be something that Larry know, and he's just not saying it public because that email actually alluded to what I know.
Why do you
So
think that William did not want to say that? Because when he was asked directly on his platform, why does he think you sent the email to him and that other platform instead of him just reading the email? Because like you said, it was there. I called it out. He instead decided to create a narrative instead of just referring to your own words.
yeah, because this is what either it can be poor journalistic, whatever, or either it's intentional so that you can then create a narrative or any narrative that you want to add to it. Because I was very clear in what I said in the email, and those people can put it up. What I'm saying is the truth. I told them why I was forwarded to them, and it wasn't to research a thing. That's just a complete lie.
Mm. So you are saying out of your own mouth that William lied. He just flat out lied on you.
100%. It was 100% wrong.
Why do you think that Bishop is trying to use a liar? Because this is not a liar who just all of a sudden started lying, but a liar who's been lying his whole career.
Well, they have had a relationship for years, and their relationship, from what William told me, was like the relationship that me and Bernard had. Everybody saw us have publicly. They were doing that, like his events and all of that. He was flying in for that, interviewing the family, all of that before Larry Reid started doing that with Bernard. So I think that's the reason why, the strength of the relationship. And also there's probably some interest. I know Bernard had interest with the Kojic Church, so that sort of connects him there. So I think that's what it is.
What is it that you think that Wig has done for Bernard that makes him feel that Bernard owes to him what he believes Bernard has done for you?
First of all, Bernard hasn't done nothing for me but mentor me. That means give me words and conversations that I needed to have. That's it. I keep hearing people what Bernard did for me. Bernard did nothing for me. I didn't use him to say in 4.5, 5 years I generated 16 million. What did I need from him? I didn't need anything from him. There was nothing for him. He didn't generate that for me. I generated that. What y'all saw him do on my platform, he came on my platform, like what's he doing on these other people's platform. That's just what he do everywhere he go. That is just that. That was not agreement, a back end agreement. And the way that I operated, a lot of times when he raised what he raised on my platform, I would just write the check to the whole amount to him. And Shamako Bryan is my proof of that because he's the check writer. So it's this whole narrative of what he did for me is just made up. And I know it's made up in his head first. And then it's spread out and disseminated abroad. Because that is
in
not
William's head.
No, in Bernard's head, that is really telling all of these vloggers the narrative that he wants to go out there. Either he tells them privately or he tells them by going on.
And
their
it's very easy for people to believe that because of who he is and how long
Yeah.
he's been a wealthy person. And
Exactly.
his wealth is very obvious. So it's easy, like, yeah, I built this person up and I took them off
Yeah.
their mattresses and shit.
Yeah, and that's just all wicked and wrong. It's not true. and anybody that was watching me, and I think that's the reason why I didn't really have too much of issues with what they had saying online. It probably got on my nerves and those around me nerves more so than the people who follow me, because they know I overshare, so everybody knows when things begin to change for me, and that was right before I met him. So that's just
But
not.
what has William done that makes him feel like Bernard should be laying the red carpet out? Or like, what part of Bernard's success has been contributed to by William's contribution? Well, why does he believe he should also have a luxury car? He should be living a luxury lifestyle. He should be receiving all this big coin from Bernard. What has he done? He has been a damn paid assassin for this man?
I don't know. I have no clue at all. None. And he's never shared with. It's not a matter of me just being confidential and quiet. I do not know at all.
How do you feel about him feeling that way kind of about all y'all, that all y'all owe him, because y'all wouldn't be without him? You, Jives, none of y'all would exist.
I 100% agree with him. Hence, I have paid my homage. I have over and over and over again, even when he didn't say who started it. And so I think it's okay for him to say that, because it is the truth. But I would also add that what he needed to do to take it to a space to where Hollywood would take it seriously, he didn't do that. I did that. I brought church reporting international on BET. First BET Plus, then on BET it got sold and it's played everywhere around the world. So my face represents that, and that he didn't do. But had he didn't done what he done first, then that maybe or maybe not, I would have been able to take it to where I have taken it with my expertise and business savvy.
With you knowing who he is and how he is, in the grand scheme of things, do you see why the spirit has not leveraged him?
I don't have nothing to do with that. But I'm gonna say this. I set up his Patreon and his YouTube and Facebook for monetization, and he was doing well months ago, just earlier this year. I'm not gonna put his financial business out there, but doing well. And I felt like that my contribution was complete, because I had referred him to somebody that he said done XYZ. So I had to make up for that. Next thing I know, I'm told, well, he told me he lost Patreon, so Jesus. Then he lost Facebook. So, oh my God.
And now he lost a YouTube. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just found about that. He ain't saying nothing to me about it. I guess because he ain't even told me. So I found out through another blogger. So I was like, ugh, that's everything. So now he's going to do whatever needs to be done to make money, and whether that's with Bernard or other people.
McWick said in his expose on Justin D. Edwards that you allowed him to hear the full hour-long audio at the restaurant. Is that true?
Absolutely not.
Why would he say that it is if it isn't?
I don't know. That is not true at all. Why would I do that? I know William.
But you don't know him well enough to answer the question about if you understand then why spirit has not pivoted him, despite all of his.
Oh! I heard it a different way. Maybe this gummy. Yes, absolutely. And he don't listen. I mean, if you got a Larry Reid who is generated, nobody on this internet and that does church talk any of these people, even the ones y'all know and don't know, have generated multiple millions of dollars doing this online. No one but me. And I'm the one that took it to Hollywood. So if you got me in your ear telling you to do XYZ and you do what I say do to get what you get, but not the other part. I said you can't be saying this kind of stuff to people in the comment section. You gotta be careful when you do this and make these postings over here and Patreon. Then took a piece of what I said to benefit himself, but did not take the other piece to maintain it. And now he's lost it. And I hate that for him. But I'm not doing anything against that.
I don't hate it for him. I'm happy for the world. I'm happy that the world does not have another line, extortionist, non-integral person to take up space in the society that's already suffering from fake news, disinformation, misinformation, and who's a train wreck. Like, the world needs a lot better than Donald Trump, than William McWig. The world needs a lot better than that. And we ain't getting no further in this world because of these people existing wherever they can exist.
Mm-hmm.
The backing of the people. It's crazy, because that's a part of my commentary earlier, is I don't know, how does this get better seeding demons? I don't get it. Maybe I'm not enlightened enough to understand.
I agree with that. But let me tell you something that I say in my community of mystics. Some people have an anointing to handle snakes. And every mystic has that ability. And so sometimes you kill a snake. Most times this would kill it, take the head off. But then there's some snakes that you handle, and certain ones that swallow up the snakes, ones that swallow up the rodents. I'm not saying that William needs to just disappear from on the face of the earth. I am saying that he definitely needs to radically change himself and what he do. I mean, a line on me ain't okay. I mean, you could have cleared it with me.
It's interesting that you didn't even know at the time that you were like with the Patreon and this kind of like second healing or third healing session between y'all, that you were actually helping someone who was going to use all that help to create a space where he can lie on you in, where he can also sabotage you in, if that's what he needed to do at any given point.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's some deep, wicked shit.
Yeah.
But speaking of deep wickedness,
what?
I kind of lost my question, but I'm going to ask this instead.
I'm glad that question left, because I feel like it was gonna be something. You said,
did you get word of King Jives live stream tonight?
Yes, I did, from that another blogger. And because
it was kind of explosive.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. But if what I was told was true to what he said, he's going to have a phone call.
What was you told? Like, what were you told?
Well, I was told that he said that, what they said that he did was throw the Jordans under the bus. That's
why he just tell the truth from his perspective.
Yeah, that's what I was told, but I will agree with you. That's probably what he did. But either way, if what he said clearly is not seen by everyone that's favorable, he's going to get a phone call.
What can they say to him? I mean,
let me well, he's going to get a phone call.
And what do you imagine that phone call would sound like?
A conversation about why he said what he said.
Because it's true.
And probably going to be like, you messed up an opportunity. I was going to do this. I was going to do that. It just takes time, being impatient, blah, 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 blah. That's what's going to happen.
But how are they going to explain the other part that Jives called out? If that's the case, and this is about opportunity, why the hell are we hearing about Larry?
Wait a minute.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. He said that.
I mean, he's been saying that in all of his lives. I mean, practically, he's been calling out that shit looking weird. Like, you doing this, that, and the third, you telling us it's an opportunity, but then at the same time, you got McCray jumping out the window on Larry. You got St. James jumping out the window on Larry. You got me learning shit that I already know. I've been knowing how to do AI,
Oh, okay.
etc.
Yeah,
Like,
that
then
may
you see these
still be a
pictures,
problem.
you see the video. So, what is it really giving?
Yeah, that I don't know. What will it take for me and Jazz to reconcile? But let me say this, conscious if I can. I don't. She said I don't want you and him fight. I don't fight Jives. I've never fought Jives. You can't find one video anywhere of me fighting Jives or any.
You want to talk
content
to
creator.
Josh? I can send him the link right now.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm about to get off of this. Kind of have my gummy, but I have never, ever, ever online fought Jives. Not one word, not one reference, ever. Does not happen. So look for that. Same thing with that other blogger name I mentioned a few minutes ago. Said that, oh, I ain't been doing no content on Larry Reid for a whole month, but he called my name. First of all, I mentioned your name in a positive light. And you going up there I said, what is the matter with these people? I don't understand.
Oh, the question, Dr. Reid, is what is the matter with you?
What you
know,
mean?
You know who these people are. So the burden is on you. Why you keep thinking they ain't what they is?
But see, that's it's not on me because I don't even care enough to think on what it is.
Because these are people that you sent cease and desist to. These people that you done sued. These people who done.
You remember all of that? That was 21.
Yeah, of course. I lived through it. I was the one out here taking all the blows for it. Of course, I remember. I remember every single minute, grueling action, all of it.
You know what?
Every
last one of them, I think I did.
You did. I have all of the cease and desist in my email, and all the same people sent in
you know,
for another liar, for another slanderer, for another
crazy. But yeah, I don't often sit as long as I need to with what is done to me. I think I probably just need to sit with it some. But I do know who these people are. But it still be surprising sometimes. Like, really?
Oh, poor
when you come up with, you gonna really say that that ain't got no truth in it, and saying it like it's the truth, the emotion, and everything.
Yeah, because that's what they have always done.
Oh my God! Somebody said I would love for you all to come to a good place and pops to do business. Y'all knew that I tried that in 2020, and then BE told me, went and reviewed their content and told me I couldn't deal with neither one of them publicly. And after that, you didn't see Will come back on my platform.
And like I told Jives, and I done told Larry too, my days of trying to fix this between them are over. I'm done, because every time I try to fix it, I get my ass chewed up, and people had an attitude with me. So now I'm okay with them not liking each other. I don't give a damn if they tear each other down from the head to the toe. They can do what they want to do. I'm out of it. I done did the peacemaker thing, and I was made a villain out of when I was trying to glue it in. So I'm okay with who don't like who.
Well, I won't try to make you no villain. I just was telling you.
It wasn't you. It was my good friend Jives who had a problem with me trying to mend. So that's why I think it was last year or this year, I had a particular conversation with Jives, because Jives had called me, and I said, Jives, nope. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't want to be in the middle of you and Larry stuff. I done did that, and you didn't appreciate me being involved, so I don't want to be involved. I want to be involved. If y'all don't like each other, don't like each other. It is what it is.
Let me be very clear, though. Larry do not like anybody that is online. So when y'all hear people say, he need to keep my name out of the mouth, that's your question. Go online and see where these people's name have been in my mouth on my platform or on anybody's platform. And if they have my name in their mouth, it's because I'm responding to something they said. I do not know any of these people enough to not like them. I just don't like what they do. I don't really know who they are. So I've already done did the peacemaker thing. Was 3 times with Jive. That every time he didn't keep his word and jumps out the window and go online talking about me because it's benefits him. I guess I never did that to him. I will not do that to him.
Mm.
And I have not done that to William. I would not do that to William, even if he deserved it. And there, everybody that has ever came on me and online and talked about me, I know the kind of truths about them that will make it to where they can't even look their mom and their daddy in the eye. And I just hold that. I was like that before YouTube. I'm like that in my real personal life. So they know their secret safe. That's why this thing with Bernard, they know ain't nobody ever gonna hear that audio. Never. It's, if a lawyer can listen to it, but nobody would never hear that audio because I will never play it for anyone who I know would ever who would ever um, handle this information in a negative and messy way. So what is it?
Nothing.
You want the fuss? Go ahead. Let's fuss.
I ain't got no fuss on me. I'm cackled and tickled by yeah. I'm cackled.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you say.
No. Continue on.
Okay. But yeah, I will never do any of these people like that. Not even those that have done me wrong and shared what they think is secrets, but is their lie about the truth that is private. I would never do that to any of these people, and you would never. That would never be on my resume ever. So enjoy backstabbing me, betraying me, or just being mean and ugly to me. Enjoy yourself because you can have it. Because I'm not gonna pay you no attention. I got stuff I got to do.
So a Jobs is telling me to he's texting me right now saying, tell him to move on. A Jobs, so you can hit this link after Larry is done.
Move on. Move on.
I think that what we're hearing from Dr. Reid is that he has moved on.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
The audience is saying the opposite, saying that Jobs, you haven't moved on, my love. So
oh my God.
I'm going to give him the link after you drop down. But
okay, yeah.
But what?
But I don't have nothing as far as
I don't have anything against.
No, I don't, and I don't even discuss. Find the audio and the video where I was online talking bad about any of these people. It just ain't enough. That's something they benefit. They get paid to be that way towards me. And you guys, that's the reason why they are the way they are towards me, because it gets clicks, likes, and they get paid. It happened to be the most honest, integral person that I know that is online, who platform I'm on right now, Consciouztv, is not even monetized. Could that be the reason that he does not play these reindeer games with narratives and lying and making up stories? Because there is no benefit.
Money incentive.
You get on exactly that. That's what it is. So they just need to tell y'all the truth. That they really the ones after the money and all about the money.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about the pattern here? You have McWig, who, because I listened to Josh live today, he said that he heard William say out loud that he is Bishop's PR. Like William said that out loud. And then you have St. James, who admitted that he was put up to do this against Justin by his handler.
Mm-hmm.
Now you also have,
but they don't have the same handler. What's Bernard is Williams, and Manasseh is St. James.
Say that again.
Their handler is not the same.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Who do you think St. James handler is?
Manasseh.
Why do you think that?
Cause to his narratives, they're all Manasseh's talking points.
What do you think the Jordans want from you? Why is this happening? Why are they doing what they're doing behind the scenes? Why are they doing what they're doing in front of the scenes? What is driving this? Why are they trying to drive you to just be the worst version of yourself? Why do they want the smoke? Why do they want a war? Why do they want a battle? You dismissed the relationship publicly and you walked away. What is all of this
That's why I dismissed it privately. And then he did something publicly, pulling that White House stunt that affected me publicly. So then I had to speak.
So what is all of this about for you? Like, in your mind, what is this about?
I think it's a combination of different types and kinds and levels of losses for Bernard. And that triggered something up in him that was already there, but it's triggered something up in him that is causing him to show up the way that he's showing up. I don't think this is the best version of him. I think this is maybe the hurt and injured version of him. Although the things that he's doing, I see those glimmers in his character looking back years ago. But for this to be happening on social media in front of people, that is telling me that he's just not his best self right now. And then somebody told me today that they went back into the four walls of the church and put his son over or something like that. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I really don't know what's going on. I thought the brick and mortar was out of order and the click in order was in order. So I don't understand that movement backwards. So I just think he missed his friend, the person that he talked to, just like he gave me guidance, I gave him guidance. And his wife knows true because she would call me and say, "Can you tell Bishop that?" It's just y'all looking at two people who had a great friendship, very deep friendship that happened over the phone and in our communication. And we did ministry together on my platform, and it was absolutely great. And it was a loss for both of us. I've just processed it early on. I had my morning, but then a year later, it's like he's doing his. So that's what you guys are seeing. That's what the truth is. Two very close men of God who were was something for both of us. I'm talking about back then.
The son of man. The sons of men. Two great sons of men.
Okay, two great sons of men. And yeah, so that's what you guys are seeing. Just I guess you can say bromance breakup.
Okay, but there's a lot of people who done broke up. I mean, ain't everybody not acting how they acting. Everybody ain't doing what they doing. I done experienced a lot of public breakdowns.
Well, I agree, Larry. Even Jive said the same thing you just said. Bishop Jordan took William under his wing and Manasseh. He said that? Can you verify that, Conscious? He said that?
Because I haven't listened to all of Jive's live. But I'm gonna look. Everybody is asking for Jive. I'm about to send Jive the link so that he can come up here if he wants to.
Okay, I'm gonna be watching.
You don't have to drop down just yet because I don't even know if Jive is going to come up. I'm about to send him the link. You can continue to respond to whatever you.
Yeah, I said this is a threshold moment for Larry and the collective. Sad, but the relationship has come to a close because new chapters are here now. Larry and the collective. About the collective of vloggers. I don't think. Am I seen as part of that? I think I'm really just the object of their obsession. I'm not even in the same work that they're in. Hell, you definitely know I'm not in the same caliber of work that they're in because I'm globally recognized for my work. I don't think they see me as they should, which is basically them, attempting to do what I've done. I don't think they see it like that. But I see it as I'm their object of obsession. I mean, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Jive said he gonna stay out of it, but Jive's talked to him last night. It's giving me a Judas spirit.
You give me a spirit?
A Judas spirit. Mm, he didn't say those exact words exactly, but in his words, it equates to the same thing you were saying. Oh, okay. Got it. Jive's acting like he doesn't know what's going on. Conscious. Move along. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Who said what? What happened?
Thomas Dodson says Jive's acting like he doesn't know what's going on. Conscious, move along.
I just sent Josh the link, so he can come and speak for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he can speak over these narratives, and it can come out of his own mouth. Crazy.
I love how CTV is neutral and will speak truth to power. I love that too. CTV has your back, Larry, and he will never betray you. And I'll never betray CTV.
Oh,
what's that, Conjure?
What?
You being funny?
About what?
What?
About what?
I see why you would take.
Hey, Shamaka.
You probably could hear that in his voice.
There's been a lot that's been going on. But this thing with Bernard is falling apart. It's falling apart. I mean, I don't.
He's falling apart. That's my concern. He's not okay.
Do you think that Bishop Bernard Jordan has feelings for you? Because everybody is saying that he's acting like a scorned lover, and that seems to be the only explanation.
Yes, that's clear. I mean, I hope it's clear to everybody. The way he's sapiosexual like I am, the way that we connected is spiritual, but everything that is spiritual is also sexual. So although we ain't never did anything, not even close, it wasn't even a thing. The connection was very deep. So it was like a divorce. I know I felt like my soul was divided when I made a decision to no longer embrace him as my mentor. So I think that's what we're seeing. And he said it when he first came out. Like hearing my name and what it does to him. Why is that? I ain't never felt like that towards him. Ever. Never. Up under no circumstances. So that's
hold on, you talking about him saying that him referring to you as an ouch?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, but that's because you the one who had the luxury of terminating their relationship. The person
right.
who was terminated ain't gonna obviously is going to be ouched at least for some time.
Yeah, but even with all the stuff he's done now, Conscious, I don't feel like that about him. I just don't. If I love you, I love you.
But love being somebody doesn't mean that you're incapable of feeling bruised and injured. You can love somebody and be afflicted.
Yeah.
Because my criticism of him wasn't even that his feelings, because as I told you, I do felt like you should have fought a little harder to close that up with him privately before there was a public discord about it. But my critique is how he's handled his injury, not that he's even injured, because he's allowed to have his feelings and he's allowed to feel however he want to feel about the way things went. But how he's acting is completely unhinged and off the
Fully agree. Larry, were you attracted to Manasseh?
Sure.
I think the question is, Manasseh, were you attracted to Larry?
Oh my God.
Y'all is, do you know
what we gonna do when we get the answers to those questions?
It's really interesting the way people frame questions. This is what I had a problem with.
You already know why.
Things.
That is.
I know, but I want everybody to pay attention. Like St. James, the way he questions something I say, but then he don't do that with nobody else. It's like, because y'all been on these internet streets, y'all think y'all know me. You don't know me. You know what they say about me. So you think I'm gonna sit here and try to disprove something that doesn't even represent me? No, I ain't gonna do that. If you want to believe it, enjoy it and believe it.
But maybe they said that because you had just said that you and Barnard are both sapiosexual, so they
Right.
just follow that up with, "Are you attracted to an ass?"
That's not even sapiosexual. They ain't gonna do that.
I mean, but
can-
they don't know like what it has to do with, so that's why they're asking, like, have you found any?
Oh, I don't. First of all, let me make it like this. I don't find people attracted by just their body parts. So that should 86 that. I'm attracted to who you are. And taking it to the sexual realm is the last thing. That's like the icing on the cake that just seals the thing. But I don't even have that in my mind concerning people that I connect to. That's just not how it works. I promise you, anybody that is listening that has ever been in any relationship with me, you know how slow I go. It takes years. So no, I only know these folks. I don't know Manasseh 2 years and his daddy 4.5 years. Y'all, I'm 47. Y'all know this is like a little speck of my life. It is more important and meaningful to them than it is to me.
We do have jobs in the background.
Okay, you be blessed. All right. Somebody asked, "What is Larry's sign?" It's Aquarius. Everybody should know that. Get y'all tell.
You might want to hold on to the link in case you just feel compelled to.
I won't.
To anything that even after jobs is down. I mean,
okay,
because it's probably to do it all in one live rather than it be all compartmentalized. So if you do have something you want to correct or you want to clarify or you want to whatever, don't hesitate to hit that link if that happens, and then I put him down and bring you up. But are you complete on what you came to?
Anybody built me bought my nothing. Everything was done in my name, and I did not lose no cars. I sold cars, traded them, actually made cash. I flipped them. You should have been doing it during the pandemic too. I flipped cars and made Monty. That's what I did. All right. The simple as that. I did it. Nobody mentored me to do it. Nobody mentored me to stretch my portfolio from America to other countries. This was Larry.
Shoes on his feet. He did it. The house he lived in. He did it. The house he lived in. Me. Yes, God. All right, let me bring him up.
All right, bye.
Okay, so that was Dr. Reid, guys. Now we have Dr. Jives. Hi, Dr. Jives.
Hey, it's Conscious. How are you?
Wake that ass up. You ain't that goddamn tired.
Oh, I'm good. I
know that ass is fat, but it ain't weighing you down like that. Okay, so what's going on? Because the people got a lot to say in the chat, child, and a lot of you and Larry's history is coming back up, and a lot of people do feel like, Josh, you be dragging the fuck out of Dr. Reid, and Dr. Reid don't be thinking about you. So what you have to say about it?
I am honestly good. I didn't even come up here to talk about Larry. Honestly, I have nothing negative to even say about Larry at all. I heard what he said. I heard what he said previously, and honestly, we're ending 2026, and I said what I said. I said what I said earlier about Larry. I have nothing negative to say about
earlier, like for people who haven't heard whatever you were referring to.
In my last video, I'm like, we're ending all this stuff, and it just is what it is. Like, we're not trying to keep this stuff going back and forward. Like, Larry is what he's doing. He's doing what he's doing. We're going where we're going. I don't have time to keep all this stuff going back and forward, right? I'm not in a place where I'm trying to keep all of this negativity and all this stuff like this. Yeah. My last live, I said,
you said a lot. That last live was explosive.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot.
You got the streets talking because of the last live.
Yeah. I have puppies, y'all. That my puppies are. I have baby dogs. So, my last live, I did cover a whole lot. It was like 2 hours. And I was talking about how, William has, he's been talking to Larry, he's been talking to Bishop and all of those things. And so I have no dog in the fight when it comes to any of these things. And so at the end of the day, this is not my fight, right? And so I don't want to be in any of this stuff because this is not my triangle. And so when it comes down to Larry, I ain't got nothing against Larry because, again, this ain't got nothing to do with me or him. And I told Bishop that. I said, I don't want to be in any of this mess because whatever y'all got going on is what y'all got going on. Yeah. I don't want to be in the middle of any of this. And that's just my truth. If I'm telling you I ain't got nothing against this man, I ain't got nothing to do with this man, I'm being honest when I say that. And so with Larry saying, I got a beef against him or I got something against him, no, that's not true. I ain't got no, I know what I've said about him, but I said on St. James Live, right after Thanksgiving, I'm giving this man his flowers. Now, I don't know if Larry heard that, but that's what I said. I give this man his flowers. I applaud you. You're an amazing person. I celebrate you.
You said that, King James?
I said that on St. James.
About
platform.
Larry?
I said those
about
things.
Dr. Reid?
I said those things. And see, when I say those things, hold on.
Something that may hurt a little bit is like if you say those things, but then tonight you will refer to Dr. Reid as Beetlejuice. I think that that breaks up kind of the continuity sometimes of the positivity that you are trying to establish. And maybe
listen what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yes.
When I was over on St. James after Thanksgiving for the Friendsgiving.
Yes.
I was giving, and I still stand by everything that I said. I gave Larry, and I still do, I gave him all his flowers. Because I feel like this, I don't care. Listen, baby, I'm 41 years old. Whatever people do in their life I can care less. Baby, be who you are, be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, no shade towards anything, okay? I'm being honest when I say that. I don't even want to show my face because people say that my face, it says a whole lot of stuff, but I'm just being honest when I say that. So I gave all my flowers, I gave him his flowers and everything, and it is what it is. So when Larry says what he says tonight, I'm like, sir, I honestly have.
I thank you in the chat for giving.
And you're welcome. And you're welcome. I have nothing, and I still stand by that. I don't want to be in the middle of none of this shit. And I mean that
from the beginning.
I established that. And I don't think people hear me when I say that. Because people, and Larry said, oh, people want whatever because they're getting paid by this. No, nigga, I don't want to be in none of this stuff. People talking about, oh, he broke. Y'all believe whatever y'all want to believe. Y'all can say I'm broke all day long. Please believe I'm broke. Baby, y'all can say whatever you want to say. Y'all can say I'm out here living on a cardboard box if you want to. I don't give a damn. Okay? I don't give a fuck. My thing is, I don't want to be in the middle of none of this stuff. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me turn my microphone on. Hold on 1 second. Un momento.
And I have a question for you while you're doing that. So since you are ready to...
Hold on, Papito. Hold on, Papito. Okay, is it on?
Okay, there you go. All right. Long time no see. Okay, so because, me and you have a relationship, obviously, and I know how much you have not wanted, especially this thing with Bishop, to be something that's infused with the Dr. Reid narrative. Since you are at this place, going forward, because I just want to be clear, like, what are you saying from this forward, from this point forward?
Oh, baby, let me stop you. From listen,
from this point
baby, I'm over it. I'm tired.
Okay, hold on. But what does that mean? Like, tell us what that looks like for you going forward as it relates to you and Dr. Reid specifically. What does that look like?
Baby, I don't care about none of these people in these comments. Okay, talk about the time. Hold on, because I'll slide these comments back.
CTV one,
this is me and you talking. Yeah. Me and you talking.
Don't look at that chat.
Listen, me and you've known me for a very long time. I do this.
Stay above the chat, Kaya.
When yes. When I tell you I've been creating content for a very long time, when I tell you it irritates me that people want to do this beef. Yeah. I don't have time for this. Like we too grown. We are too old for this. Mm-hmm. I remember when all of this started. It irritated me then. And I know I don't look 41 years old, you know, but
we're aging like vampires.
You know, we look good. But it's just like, it really irritates me now at this age that we still are here. And so I'm at a place now where I'm just like, yeah, if I can avoid this like the plague, I will avoid this like the fucking plague even the more. Even the garbage can people, I will do that even the more, because people work extra hard to get your attention and I don't even care. When I saw the video, and I know Larry is in the comments.
Yes, he's in here.
When I saw the video, first of all, I'm being honest. When I saw the picture,
yeah,
it threw me all the way off because I was like, "Oh, we supposed to be working on like elevating." Mm-hmm. And I know I heard Larry say, you know,
were you shocked by Dr. Reid or were you shocked by?
I was shocked at the picture. Period.
So what did the picture tell you when you saw it? Like, what came to your mind? Like, oh, these niggas.
No, listen. I'm in the car. Listen to me.
They playing us behind our mouth back.
Listen, I'm in the car on the way to Friendsgiving. You know, I'm on my way to get some turkey. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, I'm like, the fuck? It was question mark. My response was question mark. I didn't know what to say. And I'm instantly shaking because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I wasn't expecting to see Bishop and Larry. Mm-hmm. And I just said question mark. And I'm being respectful towards Larry and Bishop because I'm just like, I don't have no disrespect towards nobody because I'm trying to move in a different space in my life. Hear me when I tell you this.
Yeah.
So then next thing I know, I get a let's video chat, right? Mm-hmm. And he says, let's talk. So he tells me, hey, you know, y'all already saw this stuff. Y'all know how all this played out. Yeah. And Bishop wants to do a Zoom chat. And he tells us about how all of this, hey, Auntie Trish, tells us how all this played out. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I don't want to hear about them motherfucking you and Larry. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm like, you know, then it's a whole week almost of Larry and Bishop. And I'm like, I don't want to hear about you and Larry. Mm-hmm. And I'm just being serious about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm having this conversation with you because me and you cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So next thing I know, William is blowing my fucking phone up because William is fucking pissed. Mario, what the fuck is that? I'm like, when I tell you my nerves is on 10 because I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Bishop is like, people don't want us to be reconciled. And I'm like, I'm shaking. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. But at this point, I need to smoke something because I'm pissed. Because I'm like, I don't know what to say. Because at this point, I'm like, I don't even understand how to even explain this to anybody because I wasn't expecting to see Bishop and Larry.
Yeah.
And I'm being very serious when I say this because I'm trying to avoid this whole triangle like a damn plague. I didn't go to this meeting because, again,
but
we went to, this is why we were here. We went to the summit because Bishop Jordan said I can elevate you guys.
Sure.
I didn't go to a summit because I asked Bishop for anything. I didn't ask this man for no money. The man told me, oh, I can elevate you guys. I can elevate you. I can give you guys millions of dollars. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, cool beans, God damn it. Like, and me personally, I'm like, because, you know, I see people saying, Jives, oh, you want some money. Oh, you broke. And I'm like, well, bitch, nigga, shit. The motherfucker said he gonna give me some goddamn money. Oh, well, show me the fucking money.
Show me the money.
And I'm like, well, you know, I ain't ask you for nothing. And the lives are still up. The lives are still up. At the end of the day, Bishop, and I'm on my shows, he has gone to every last one of us saying that he could make us millionaires.
And I heard him say that out loud because he said it to St. James in his interview when he first sat down.
So before anybody else talk about Jives ain't shit, this man has come to all of us saying what he could do for all of us.
He's selling a dream.
I didn't ask nobody for anything, and I'm just being honest.
And we saw it, John. So you ain't even got to stress that point. We saw him do it. We saw Bernard literally triangulate and hang opportunity and expansiveness and coin in everybody's face, including St. James. We saw it. Yeah.
Larry said, why would he do that? Nigga, how the hell if I know?
Now, here's the thing. I want to say this to your point and Larry's point. Why would
hold on. Pam said, why would you believe him? Pam. Now, Pam, this is where my comedy side come in. You said, why would I believe that? Girl, do you think I believe it? Listen here. I don't believe shit. Let me tell you something. I don't believe nothing. You tell me you gonna make me rich. How the fuck you gonna make me rich? I don't believe nobody's money. You can't do nothing for me. And that's just where I am. I have been saying that from day one. Nobody owe me none of their money. That's like if Larry said, oh, Mario, I'm going to give you $100,000. Nigga, you don't owe me shit. And that's just where I am with it. Like people get upset. People get upset about other people's money. And that's just the truth. If somebody say, oh, I'm going to give you $1,000. Oh, okay. Who is this?
I want to say this in response to you and Larry about McCray. The reason why McWig was flamed and inflamed by the picture in the video in the meetup is because if Larry and Bernard were reconciling, it was going to soil McCray's plan to grift off them both. McCray is banking on Bernard and Larry being divided so that he can play both sides. He has a job as long as both are against each other. He doesn't reap any benefit if it all comes together, if it's one happy goddamn family. And he was afraid that once they reconciled and started pillow talking, that they would also share how he's been maneuvering between them both to one another. So he was afraid to be exposed, for one, because he he'd been moving foul, and for two, he need them to be divided so that he can grift off of the division.
Well, see, and I said this, and I've been saying this. I said, this was the get back. This was the whole conversation. This was the get back. That was the conversation. What is this?
Focus, guys. Focus.
Oh, yeah. This was the get back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't want to be, and I told Darius, and Darius was on my last live. This was the get back.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be in none of this stuff. Yeah, Larry, you said something about his wife and all this other stuff.
But that was after they kept throwing and dropping nukes and bombs. He was responding to all of their
was nobody not listening to all the lives and stuff that was going on? Was nobody not listening to all this stuff?
Larry, if you want to hit the link, child, you still got the link.
Was nobody not listening?
But Josh, this is partially why, this is a big reason why everybody is confused, is because Larry,
but see again, and but see, I'm gonna be the bad person.
If what?
I'm gonna be the bad person.
If what?
Huh?
If what? If what happened?
I'm gonna be the bad person because I decide that I don't want to do this bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'm the bad person because I'm like, oh, well, Jives mad because he ain't getting the money. I didn't ask for no money. I didn't ask for no money. But what I did do was I decided to say, hey, now you've been saying that you're going to do something, but you never did it.
Hey, Miss Miko. Hey, boo.
And see, my sister been here the whole, let me tell you something. See, I wish I could. I would let Miko. I would tell Miko to hit the link, but I ain't gonna do that because Miko, you know how my sister is. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. Miko was cutting up the entire time, and I told Miko, I said, Miko, I said, Miko has been cutting up the entire time. Miko said, She said, Mario, you gonna go there? You gonna change? You gonna be selling prophecies? I said, no, Miko. I honestly did not want to go to Orlando. Darius will tell you I did not want to go. Mm-hmm. Darius will tell you I did not want to go.
So I think that's a big chunk too. I'm glad you said that because that's a big chunk that's missing out of your story. Initially, you felt it was shady as well, and you actually didn't want to even entertain any of this, but it was some of your community members who felt like you ought to give this a chance. Don't assume the worst. But your initial discernment was, I don't even want to entertain. I
didn't want to go. Mm-hmm. Because I was like, I just don't know what to expect. Mm-hmm. Because I was like,
you already saw how messy it was on the foreground. You saw like why all these people happen to be not big fans of the man at the mall.
And so Darius told me, he said, no, brother. He said, no, come on.
Darius, your mouth is officially on the sick and shut-in list. You do not get to ever advise our king ever again, baby. You almost sabotaged the entire goddamn kingdom, baby. Okay, so you do not get to be a part of the committee of grievance or the committee of advice or nothing, child. Okay, stay off the phone, Darius.
And see, there was no because I live an hour away. So me and Darius was like, well, brother, come on, let's just go. I was at the house and I was like, if I tell Darius that we ain't gotta go, this was the day of. I was like, we just ain't gotta go. And I was at the house and I was packing the day of. And I was like,
you don't need to hit the link, Darius. Can you come up here? Maybe I'm gonna rebuke you, but I just dropped the link for you so I can rebuke you back down. I'm gonna let him up, y'all, so I can rebuke him down.
So I was like, I said, okay, I'll go. So I ended up going anyways because I was like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just see what it's like. Here's the thing, and I had my story never changes. I respect everybody that was there. I appreciate everything that was done. I enjoyed myself. I am thankful for everything that Bishop has done. So I don't want that to ever be anything. Okay, so let that be that. I just didn't like this because this whatever between Bishop and Larry, it has been a situation between Bishop, Larry, and William McCray. This relationship is thick. And then when I say it's thick, it's nothing sexual. Let me just put that out there. It's nothing sexual. But this relationship is real thick. And it's murky, baby. And and you can tell it. And I was just like,
okay, so I got some questions for you, King Jives, because the people, I think that they're trying to get some clarity. So if you felt like wasn't looking right and feeling right, just even off the grip, I mean, like, did you have a clarifying conversation with Bishop? If you did not, did you establish, because of your history with Larry, to Bishop what you did not want this to be about for you? Like, Bishop, I ain't here for none of your shit. If you trying to help, nigga, I'm cool with that. You want to put me on, you want to take me to the next level, I'm all right with that. But baby, if there's something else going on here,
I had that. Okay.
Wow. Well, good evening, Conscious.
Hi, Darius.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to clear something that was just stated because I don't
Mhm.
like the way that I was just characterized in all love. Because when we talked about going to Orlando, what I said to my brother King Jives was, let's go and let's listen. Did I not say that? I said, let's keep an open mind. We both, being honest, we both were skeptical going in. We were both skeptical. But I said, let's go. We got an invitation. Let's go and let's listen and let's see what is being presented. That is all I said.
Now, Darius, what were you doing with the rest of the damn equation when you saw, me, St. James?
Oh, you trying to be messy?
I'm not going there.
I mean, you were. I mean, like,
I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
Oh no, we gotta go there. We gotta go there because we're talking about the math here. So we gotta.
I'm not going there. I love St. James. I got a chance to get to know William. I love Sean Talks. What I will say is that I went to support my brother and to be an extra set of eyes and ears and to see what was being presented. That's all. That's all.
And he
was all the advice that I gave to
me, and I needed him there, honestly, to be my extra eyes.
But see, a lot of people are going to say, if it took all this, y'all already knew what type of time it was. Because anything that's really safe is safe. If it took all this speculation, paranoia, what the hell is going on, it means that y'all already could see that there was a high possibility and probability of shit really being messy as.
Yeah, there was some skepticism. There was some skepticism going into this. But we said, okay, we're still going to go and we're going to hear what is being presented.
And what was presented? Like, was it compelling? Was
it was a lot of conversations surrounding in particular the relationship between DeMario and William. It was a lot of therapeutic type of sessions and they seem to be at the heart of a lot of the conversation, trying to heal whatever the rifts or the issues were between them. There were conversations surrounding AI and different AI technologies, but we spent a lot of time just dealing with the issues with them. And so I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, well, when are we going to get to the business of why many of us thought that we were there? We were waiting to hear a proposal, a business plan, something of that
And this
nature.
was what we answered in the other live. That was one of the issues that I had, that there was no like set forth plan of what like we were going to be initially discussing. Like we didn't get all of that initially till we got there. No, we were not paid to come there. Now we were
taking our accommodations were taken care of.
Has any money been transacted between the Jordans and y'all beyond accommodating?
No,
sir.
In Rome?
None.
How do y'all feel about money being transacted between Bernard and William?
I don't know for a fact that has occurred.
It has occurred because it was super chatted.
Okay.
And William was going in on Justin D. Edwards, and both Manasseh and Bernard were super chatting hundreds of dollars to William to encourage him to continue to go in on the audios, to go in on Justin, to go in on Larry.
I really don't like this.
I know where this is
if
going.
y'all gonna talk about it, look, I ain't gonna look.
So,
I can't. Hold on. Let me just say this. I can't hold no motherfucking punches. Like if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it, because I don't know what we protecting really. Like, I mean, is it about the truth and it's about the reality of things?
No,
it was clear to me. It was clear to me that there had already been relationships established prior to Orlando with maybe the Jordans and certain people.
Larry, you being messy in these comments, Larry.
There was a pre-existing relationship with St. James. There was obviously a pre-existing relationship with William. And we saw that on display while we were there. That there were conversations and that there were things that happened even before Orlando.
So how do y'all feel about the open monetary support of William for doing a lot of negative things against other people on behalf of Jordan, while King is over here like, well, you were supposed to be supporting all of us, but it seems like the only people that you got time for are the people who trying to be your minions, because we don't see Bernard over in King Jives chat. We don't see him super chatting King Jives and rooting him on and supporting him and sharing him. But the people that we have seen him outside for is St. James. He's been in St. James Patreon. He's interviewed numerous times on St. James platform. He's super chatting William and encouraging him to go. What do y'all think about the optics of all of that?
So here's the thing. Let me just be. Let me be 100% honest, and I said this on my show earlier today when I had Miss Cruiser, because I hate when people try to take what I say and take it and flip flop it and everything every which way but loose. I see what they got going on, and that's what they got going on, and that's why I said this is a whole triangle situation, and I never wanted to be in it. And when Bishop came to me, I was mainly like, okay, you gonna make us some coin. Okay, well, what type of coin you gonna make us? How you gonna make us some coin? Because I want to know. Oh, I'm gonna make you some money. Okay, cool.
Wonderful.
How you gonna make us some coin?
Let's do it.
Let's motherfucking do it. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Now, my thing was, I can't do nothing about the relationship that you and William and Larry have. I can't do nothing about that. I can't take away from the relationship that you two have. But what I'm not going to do is try to take the place of neither one of these niggas at all. Hear me when I say this. Auntie Trish, no, I'm the realest nigga up here.
No,
I'm never. I'm one of the ones. I'm one of the ones.
Okay.
I'm never going to try to take away. I'm never going to try to take the place of nobody. So sitting back watching that, I felt really awkward. So I kept saying, I don't like this. I don't like this. So I had to remind Bishop, hey, this feels like therapy. What is this? So then we're sitting here and, you know, Bishop is trying to hit me with the slow voice. Bishop is hitting me with the soft, mellow tone voice. Bishop is hitting me with the soft, you know, what do you think? And me personally, I'm just looking around like, okay. All right, Bishop, when are we going to talk about making some money?
Darius, did you raise an eyebrow?
So
And we just never got there.
we never got there. So then everybody's like, Mario is only concerned about making money. And I'm like, nigga, what?
Mario because is what was the initiative, according to Bishop.
Huh?
Money.
We can't hear you, Conscious.
Oh, y'all can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. What'd you say?
Okay. I said no. The money is what you were supposed to be focused on because that was the initiative, according to Bishop.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here, and so me personally,
I want to be clear, Josh. Are you saying that this was getting weird because it was focused on interpersonal relationships between you and other people, and there was a Larry Reid storyline arc in the background of all of this, and there wasn't more focus on the money and more focus on what the hell this was supposed to be? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so you started to get spooked and nervous.
So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, and like I said, I'm getting tired of hearing about Larry. I'm getting very tired of hearing about Larry. No disrespect, Larry. I know you still hearing the content.
Even Larry is tired of hearing about Larry.
I know you still here in the comment section. I'm getting tired of hearing about Larry.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I said this triangle. And so at this point, William is irritated because William has had a relationship with Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
You said you tired of hearing. Listen. And so me personally, I'm like, selling me hopes and dreams, baby, I've been around this mountain long enough. I've had people sell me hopes and dreams and dangle carrots in my face. I've been around this, been around the world, and I can't find nobody. Baby, I'd already been around this world a few times. Baby, you can't do that to me. So I'm like, just tell me how to work the vision, and I got it from there. Yeah. I know how to do AI. I know how to do graphics. I know how to do media. Baby, it's the team of me over here. I got it. If you finna give me a team, cool. Mm-hmm. But I got this over here. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so it, at this point, so then we do the whole trusting thing. At this point, Larry, Conscious,
yes.
I'm emotional. Bitch, I am full. I am full of tears at this point. Not only am I full of tears because I came to this meeting and I didn't already, me and William and already did our little kumbaya and everything. I didn't already talk to William. And y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say about William. I don't care.
And do.
Wait. Hold on. And I'm saying this, and let me make a prerequisite. I'm saying this because outside of the nonsense, Davion, let me say this before you go in 100 times over. Hold on.
I'm on set, and I just need to go.
My love, hold on 1 second, okay? My love, hold on 1 second. Because I know you're going to scrape, rape, and beat down. So hold on.
Okay.
Outside of the nonsense, let me say this. Outside of the nonsense, I just made up in my mind that I honestly don't have that for William anymore. And I decide to just wash my hands and be done with it. I picked up the phone. This was before there was any what is that? That was before there was any content creator. There was any, no, baby, that wasn't yesterday. How do I move this chat over? Because I want to read a bit so bad. Oh,
just stop looking. Stop looking at the damn chat.
I really,
stop looking at it. And y'all get these likes up because we're working. I'm working, and I don't even feel well, you guys. Get these likes up. Stop playing with me.
So that was before there was any content creator, anything. I decided to just forget. You said some shit. I said some shit, and I decided to move on. That's what that was. Sure. I decided to remove videos, take some shit down.
Oh, you did all that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I decided to pick up my phone, unblock William, call him and say, hey, he didn't know who I was because he had obviously blocked me. I said, hey, William. He didn't know who I was. I said, hey, this is DeMario. Hey, oh, and I said, hey, this is me. Want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. We had a long hour conversation. We talked. And I just said, listen, this is what it is. Da, 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 da. And I was sincere. We talked again. I said, listen, I just want to just get some things straightened out. Yeah. And, boom, 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 boom. And I meant that. We ended up talking again and then finding out later on, Bishop wanted us to end up coming to meet and come to the little content creator thing. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know how we were going to interact with each other. Davion.
I got something I want to say, but
we end up meeting. He had his little jokes. It's fine. And we had to do a trust test. The first day, it was what it was. No. And at that point, I'm like, listen. Yeah. So we had to end up trusting each other. And I told William like this. I said, William, you may not be able to trust me, but I'll trust you. Ooh. That may be far. That may be far, but I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So I had to, the trust test was I had to end up catching him. He didn't have to catch me. But yeah. So I had to catch him. So I caught him and that was done. And so that's where it was. That was the last day and that was that. This has been an emotional conference, and it's been an emotional conference, I would say, for the both of us. Why the hell am I on here by myself?
I'm up here.
I'm
aura farming, so like every time that I raise my vibration, it just flushes me out, and I got to get my camera together. There's too much going on. Go
ahead. So it's been an emotional conference. It's y'all. I'm telling y'all, like people trying to make this like it was a bad conference. It was actually pretty. It was very good. It was just this, like.
But But you do know what Bishop was doing, right? The reason why it was important for this conference to be emotional and for Bishop to get y'all to focus on y'all little interpersonal issues with each other is because he needed to seal the holes in the boat up so that his army could be unified when it came to the mission of going up against Larry. So he could, I mean, you can't build an efficient army if the soldiers don't trust each other, if they have pre-existing issues. So he was trying to close up the holes in the boat so that he could have some unison amongst y'all, because he knew what he brought y'all all together ultimately for the purpose of, which was agitating the fuck out of Larry and doing whatever it is needed to be done as it relates to his brand, etc. Because let's talk about that trusting event, right? Because did I not call you right after y'all little trust event, all that stuff unpassed, and said, you do realize that your friend, whose big ass you attempting to catch without falling through the floor yourself, is out here spreading narratives, right? And claiming that you said this, that, and the third about me. And then he's bringing that back to Larry, etc. We had that conversation, right? Focus on me. And that's and I asked you if you said what William said that you said, and you said no. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, so this is what interesting.
Oh, you talking about the King Pain stuff? Yeah.
Oh, and we don't say any of them.
Sorry. So
then, right? So, because see, this is my problem with you and Larry, is that y'all don't seal up the gates to the kingdom. The both of y'all allow very bad behaving people to continue to have access and to run amok, and then y'all wonder why we're here every single year. Y'all continue to I'm gonna let by. No, don't let shit go. Believe them hoes. Them hoes done showed us, all these hoes on here done showed us who they are. I'm the only person that's willing to believe them. I'm the only person who, baby, ain't gonna be no makeup, ain't gonna be no breakup, baby. The only people that I'm making a breaking up with are the people that I'm actually friends with. The rest of these hoes, it's a chop. I ain't letting you show me more than once. Ain't gonna be no reconciliation. Ain't gonna be no kumbaya. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't give a fuck if you make 50,000 videos about me, bitch. We both know you can't take me. And once I'm on your ass, bitch, you're gonna be running down there to the white man begging for protection. So I ain't scared. I ain't shook. I don't give a damn how you feel. I just understand why both of y'all just won't seal up the kingdom and let the roaches and the rats stay in the outer limits of the city sewers where they belong. But y'all both have this habit of just, after enough time and after a bitch done worn down on y'all in the ways that they wear down on y'all, y'all just let them gates back open, and then we're here with the fuckery and the foolery all again.
But
you do realize that you don't have to be cool with William, right? You don't have to have nothing to do with that bitch. You don't have to. It ain't got to be no access.
But wait a minute, hold on.
We ain't got to be no panelists. We ain't got to be nothing.
But wait. But let's address something. Now, Mr. Reid said I was jealous of him, and I just want to clarify something. That Mr. Jives is not now, nor have I ever been jealous of Mr. Reid. Now, let's just get that out the window, throw that out the door, stick it down the garbage disposal. Okay? Not now, nor have I ever. Okay? And I just feel that people need to stop with that.
Well, people can't stop with that, Jives, until they feel you come up with a substantive reason to justify why you've been on Reid's neck since you've been on Reid's neck all these years. Because people don't.
Well, that has nothing to do with jealousy.
But that's the only thing that makes sense to people, because you haven't called.
Well, listen, if we gonna let it go, we gonna let it go. Okay.
Look, are you king? Are you letting it go?
I said okay.
Because I actually, in the beginning of this, right? What does that mean? Does that mean that you literally are going to terminate Lamisha? You're going to terminate Beetlejuice? You're going to terminate all these
listen, if I said I'm going to stop calling William Crip, what I call him, Crip Key with Beetlejuice, if I'm going to stop calling him that, what you said, I have never said out of my... Larry, you just said tonight. Whoa, hold on. Was that you or somebody else that I was jealous? He didn't say that?
No. know. That's probably somebody in the chat had probably said that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Larry. You didn't say I was jealous. That was somebody else. I'm sorry. Okay.
And Larry has specific.
Praise the Lord. I said I'm sorry. Okay. Praise
Larry's particular issue with you, Jives, he said it here, is that you don't keep your word. Every time
y'all you know what? Okay, wait. Hold on. And I will say this, and I said this even when it came down to William. What has always been my problem, even when it came down to William, it has been third party that has brought things to me and said things. And instead of me listening, don't do that. Don't. I have always, if I didn't pick up the phone or text, I would either block the shit out you or just not call. That has always been my problem. I told William the same thing. Amen. Can we not admit to say this? Amen, somebody? Amen, Larry? I need the amen from Larry.
Oh, I'm not sure that Larry gonna give an amen on that.
Well, it's the true shit. It's the truth.
No, but see, it's a irrelevant truth, because if you,
I'm not worried about Larry. Ain't got to say amen because it is what it is. But I'm not here to do this, Larry.
Hold on, we gotta move on. We're not gonna move past that, because if you say, because see, here's the interesting thing about you and Bishop Jives. You are here, right, and rightfully so, have a whole like, you have every right to hold Bishop accountable, right, for what he says, and that's your problem with him. Is you said it was supposed to be this, that, and the third, but it ain't been about this, that, and the third. So the same applies to you. If you make a covenant with somebody and you say, look, we're gonna talk if there's a problem, and you don't keep your word, all Larry is saying is, look, I'm holding you accountable, Jives, and it's up to you to make yourself responsible and to burden yourself with showing up in the way that you agreed to show up, period. And I don't have to sit here and make an excuse for why you didn't mean what you say and say what you mean.
No,
because we trying to fix this thing.
We is not here to talk about this. We is here to talk about this.
But we trying to also fix this sideline story.
We is not here to talk about Larry.
Nah, because you said 2020. A different year, and we needed to be
and
a different year.
Talking about our motherfucking wishing watching. Damn. Hell.
Okay, he cool. Look, somebody got a question that says, can you ask Jives, why does he form co-host? Why does his former co-host, I guess, keep doing comment? Who is his former co-host? Who's your former co-host? Oh my God. Moving along. We know that's because of psychiatric issues, manic issues, untreated bipolarism, untreated sexual desire, rejection, abandonment issues. I mean, just pull up the DSM-5 or whatever the fuck it's called, baby, and just get the reading from front to back, baby. That's all the reasons that would explain all of that. What else? Let's see here. Okay, so you and Bishop Jives.
What?
Now, Larry said that he believes that you're going to get a phone call. Are you prepared for that phone call? Because
what they going to call me and say?
That's what I asked Dr. Reid. I said, I mean, what can they really say? I mean,
they
have to do more explaining than anything else if they give him that phone call, because, I mean, they got to make some shit make sense that I don't think they can make sense.
You know what, Davia? CTV, seriously. At this point, it's like this right here.
Because you might be next on the hit list, Jives. You done put in your 30-day notice, and you done called some things out, and you done.
What's said does not need to be said. What's discussed does not need to be discussed. I I have already, you know what? Ooh. Do you really want to do this, Davion?
You know, I be wanting to do it all.
No, we're not gonna do that.
I be wanting to do it all.
We're gonna do that tonight.
You know, I run toward the burning house.
Honestly, it's like this. And I mean no disrespect when I say this. I appreciate Bishop them and everything that they have done,
which is nothing.
Hold on. I gotta use Kaya.
Oh
no. And I say that all due respect. I have nothing against none of them. And it is honestly what it is. I'm not looking for anything from anybody.
Yeah.
Let me also say this.
Yes, say it.
Oh, am I gonna get dragged if I say this?
Probably, but it's okay. It ain't nothing that you ain't used to already.
You know, bitch, I've been dragged for worse, you know.
Give them a reason to drag at least.
So, you know, bitch.
You know what?
So, don't leave me on the screen by myself. Hold on. So,
you about to get dragged.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Do it.
I don't know if I want to do
Who gonna check? Who gonna check you, boo?
I don't know if I want to do that.
Do it? Who got that kind of authority over you?
You know,
who you scared of out here?
I told Bishop this. You know where I'm about to go?
Oh, I don't know, because there's a lot of places you could go, so I don't know.
2-0. 20K.
Oh, 20. Oh.
Oh, I told bitch because you're not gonna use nothing against me.
Yep.
You're not gonna use it against me.
You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
So I had a conversation with Bishop. I'm gonna free myself tonight. Ooh, hallelujah. Amen. And I asked Bishop, I said, you know, since I have this access to you, some shit I got to get done. Got to get some things around here done. Might as well go ahead and get the motherfucking car fixed and some other stuff done. So, you a man of means. Bishop, is it possible if I can borrow some money? Okay. Can I borrow some money? No, baby, I didn't ask for no. I asked for no 800,000. No, I did not. The fuck? I can't pay that back. So I asked for 20K. Bishop told me, he said he can't. He said he just paid 400,000 back in what did he say? 400,000 back in taxes. And he said that they're working on.
Hold on. Back taxes.
He said he paid 400,000 back.
400. He owed $400,000 in back taxes.
Back taxes.
That's way beyond the 40 he admitted to on the audios.
Oh wait, hold on. And then he said that he has to.
You're calling other people broke. Ooh, okay.
I'm still talking. Hold on. And they're working on their video wall. I said, okay, Bishop. I said, you know, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you for. I just wanted to just ask. Period.
Okay, I misheard that part. Okay. Oh yes, I've been confusing the 40K for the 400. It was 400K on the audio too. So you are corroborating what was said on the audio.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what that. So I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So I just, I did that. So I want to make sure that you can't use that against me. Period. So anyways, yeah, that's that.
He didn't have 20K for you. Didn't even have a few hundred for you, but he been spending all this money on McWig. Hotels, New York's, cakes, personal chefs, super chats, the whole nine.
Well, see, I don't ever want it to seem like, because y'all not gonna call me and make me feel bad because I didn't go, because there's nothing to go along with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And see, I'm not about to there was nothing to go along with. Okay, so let me say it like this. And I need everybody to hold their draws real quick. Okay, hold their draws. Mario makes his own coin. Larry has Davion. Okay. Bishop has William.
And that's like having nobody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if you're going to say
St. James has Manasseh. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, ain't nobody sitting out here doing for me. So I gotta sit out here and do my own thing.
No, but you got CTV too. Let's not act like CTV ain't.
Oh, but wait.
Now act like CTV ain't pull a stack out of his bosom and bless the king with, and then raise another motherfucker.
Now wait. I must.
Don't act like mother, baby. Don't bring Papa's head, baby, in close, honey, and come through.
Now wait. I have to say this. Wait. Now I can't say, I can't label what, but I must say that my friend and my baby came through for me when I needed it.
And will always.
Okay.
And will always.
Now,
worth a change.
that is the truth.
I'm only one call away. If that we didn't have to do the nasty, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how real the love is.
But you know what I'm saying? He was there for me. And the peoples of God came through with him. You get what I'm saying?
And yet the arch ain't got nothing to show for all this telling and all this.
But maybe because I didn't fight for him. Maybe that's what it was.
That's why. That the money only been going to the minions. But because you ain't been willing to just jump out of the window and get vacuumed into drama you don't want nothing to do with, they've been blessing other people around you out loud so that it can hopefully inspire you to be like, okay, are you catching the drift, Jives? If you jump on the band.
Well, see, hold on. But see, I was never with that because I saw that from the very jump. I knew that there was still something, whether Larry was with him or not. I knew that there was still something there. And I'm not finna be, it felt like Laverne and Shirley. And I was just like, baby, I'm not finna be doing this. Like, what are we doing? And it felt like I'm fighting. What are we doing?
Yeah. You didn't want to be a part of no games. And that's what you felt like when you saw them pictures and them audios. It's like, what is up? What's going on here? Yeah. Wow. And
when I saw the pictures, I was just kind of like, and so again, I'm going to say this. Thomas, you're being nice now. You said the whole Cheesecake Factory tease was it was when I oh baby, I'm trying to tell you, Shout and Gale, baby, I'm not a sellout, baby. I'm not that. Because I just when I be saying stuff, I just be like, let me go back to my corner. Like, let me and see, then when I start talking, everybody talking about I was waiting for Jives. No, baby, I've been saying the same thing from the very get-go. Matter of fact, why don't y'all go back to 2019? Matter of fact, see, I told Davian this early today. I said, baby, why don't we go back to 2019? When we was talking about Andre.
No names, all the things. Yes, all the things. Yes.
Okay, because baby, I was about to roll.
It's been a lot, child. It's been a lot going on.
Oh, because baby, some of y'all don't know. Me and Davion, we done been through some things.
Our first rodeo show, okay.
Hey, we've been
tried by fire.
Hey, baby, this friendship been tried.
It's been tried by fire, child. Okay.
Some of y'all ain't been around that long, but we done been down. We done been down this rodeo a long time.
King Jives, this is an interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because you pretty much publish your proclamation today. You're like, look, I'm out of this. I'm out, and I am so out of this. It's going to be interesting to see what this now looks like. Are you expecting any type of retaliation? Are you expecting, because now that, because you know that the people over there, girl, they're real scandalous and they real snakish and they slither. Are you mindful of the fact that you have gotten on the radar now of snakes?
Here's the thing. What they gonna do?
That's what is going to be interesting. Is what are they going to do?
What they gonna do? It's
going to be something. We just don't know what that is.
What they gonna do? Pay trash report? He ain't even addressed you yet.
Please.
I mean, like, me and William ain't finna fight.
Oh, hold on. Thank you for saying that. I need to put a pause in there right there. Okay, so because I know that in the church sector, there's a big narrative going on right now about like, oh, the trash report won't respond to CTV. There's only one reason and one reason only why the trash report won't respond to CTV. I mean, for one, he's not even in my weight class. But for two, he cannot respond to facts. See, yes, there were a lot of ad hominem attacks in my clapback or my dissertation of him, but there were also foundational facts that he cannot work around, such as him referring to himself as Larry Reid's pawn. That was a direct insult to Dr. Reid.
Oh, I want you to clarify, like, I'm not getting paid to be here?
Yes, you're not getting paid to be here, baby.
Okay.
No, you're not getting paid to be here. Okay, for two, because see, that came out of his mouth in what's now a deleted live stream. But you know, we have a sound like, of course he do. Because when I started running the facts, he had to try to get rid of the fact. But I had already screen grabbed everything before he got rid of it because we know how this goes. Then, okay, not only did he refer to himself as Larry Reid's pawn, he also chose to forfeit telling the truth when someone in his chat asked him, is it true that William listened to the whole audio at the Cheesecake Factory? Now, because the trash report was called to the Cheesecake Factory to not only eat all the cheese, but to also bear witness, but to also bear witness to the truth. But to bear witness to the truth, Jives, he was Larry literally asked him to come there to bear witness to the truth. And then for somebody fast forward to ask you about the truth, and you shuck and jive and start hyperventilating and going into type 2 diabetes instead of just saying that, no, that's not true. He lied. He did not. Why would you not do that? So you threw Dr. Reid under the bus the second time, from a pawn to not telling the truth. And then thirdly, my commentary was in support of the truth, which just happened to be on Larry Reid's side. Why would you call yourself a Larry Reid supporter, but then go live and try to trample over everything I just did as if you could to begin with? But why would you even do that when I'm standing up for the facts? You know the audios exist. You know the emails exist. You know the content thereof. And I'm in support of somebody that you can't be in support of. So then why the hell would you go live and try to elephantitis your foot all over the work I just fucking did?
My God.
All of that makes sense. Oh, and then the fourth thing, the most blazing thing. after I did my commentary, boo, he was all like, "Oh, I think it was a grave decision. I think it was a grave mistake that Dr. Reid sent Conscious the audios." First of all, bitch, Conscious ain't never been a grave mistake, bitch, ever.
You know what's so funny about that?
This is the last point, right? So it was a grave mistake. You hooting and hollering, oh, I don't think that was good. I don't think it was good for him because me and Larry had been speaking for months. So he just knew I was on op time. Okay, cool. You want to raise the flag. You think there's a concern here. Okay, I'm going to hold you accountable then. Because fast forward, it's your good friend William who pulled the trigger and played 30 seconds of a redacted and edited audio and did not protect so-called victims. So where was your next live stream to go in on William for doing what you claim I was going to do? That William instead did in return. You didn't get your big ass up there and have nothing to say about William pulling the trigger. You didn't have anything to say about William taking the audios that he was, the 30-second audio he was afforded in private and doing the bidding of the Jordans. You ain't had no words for him, girl. You ain't had no panel for him. It was no concern. All of that shit was just because the baddest bitch had showed up at the farmer's market. And he allowed my presence alone to strip him butt-ass naked and to expose him for the gorilla grifting ass piece of shit that he is. And that's why he don't have nothing to say. And that's why there's not going to be no clap back to CTV, because he's going to have to make it make sense, bitch. You had all that shit to say about CTV getting the audios, but it was your friend William who had audio. So why you don't got shit to say about William? Why you're not going in on William? Why you're not raising the alarm on William? How you claim you support Larry, but then you trampled over everything that CTV did on behalf of the truth regarding those RDOs. If you claim to be if you claim to be a supporter of Larry, then how do you all of a sudden also become a damn pawn, bitch? See, he can't make none of that shit make sense, so he got to act like he got the forfeit sitting in the ring, Jives. And that's why you just use the facts against these hoes, because that's how you get their ass into a fucking corner. Which I ain't even got to use one ad hominem attacks, girl. I'm gonna use the facts of your shit to reverse Uno your motherfucking ass. And you're wondering why Dr. Reid ain't been over there. Because apparently there was a conversation about, oh, you know, everything's fine. I know you guys aren't seeing Dr. Reid in the chat, but everything's fine. Well, Dr. Reid has no problem being over here in the chat. Even clicking the link.
Well, see, this is the problem. This has been the problem.
What's going on?
Because he's been trashing William too.
Oh, he has? Wait. How so? How sway?
Wasn't he the main one dragging William, talking about William, but then he was on William's live too, and because William still has him as a moderator in his chat.
Delusional. They're both
delusional. No. And see, honestly, to William's defense, because William does not know how to do, and I told him I was going to help him, that William does not know how to work his stuff, still has him as a moderator on his channel. And he does not know it. I don't know, child. I don't know.
Because they're all that they have at this point. Okay. Both of them really can't afford to even give up on each other. But the weird part about you, because ultimately what the trash report did was protect William, the liar, the extortionist, and the person who you knew directly lied on Dr. Reid. But William ain't the one who put no money in your pocket. William ain't the one that done shared you out on the platform. William ain't the one who ain't got a pot to piss in and don't got a toilet for you to flush yours down in. Why the fuck would you throw Dr. Reid all under the bus and then help William to lie on Dr. Reid?
Well, see, what I don't understand is
expect a full grift.
What I don't understand is why you sit up here and 4-5 years later, you still trying to drag my name because I was on live with Miss Cruiser today. And Miss Cruiser said, when people have a problem with you because you hurt them, I said, well, Miss Cruiser, I said, how can you have a problem with somebody when they have not done anything to you? I said, Miss Cruiser, I said, I have been on CTV, ATT, MTV, BET, MTV, CNN, ANN, 60 Minutes, and everybody's CNN channel. And don't nobody know what the motherfucking problem is. This bitch just got a motherfucking problem. I don't have a problem. Okay? When people just want to make up stuff and go around the world and and complain like there's a goddamn issue, when I have been on CTV's page, St. James page, all the folks on my channel page, Kyrie's page, Kyrie's, oh God, what's the baby's name?
Oh, it's a lot of babies.
Yeah, the one he used to work for. God, I forgot the book. The baby he used to work for.
Work for who? Who was working?
Kwame's page. Yeah, Kwame. And I'm like, don't nobody know what the fuck's going on, but you always want to get on here talking about I did some pyro media and everybody would want to
remember, Josh, this is the same person who I had to get off in the ass of, who was trying to start a beef between you and Larry at a time that y'all was still getting along.
And then this is the same man, Trash Report squad. This is the same man who was sitting up here sending Larry Reid stuff about Gerald, about
and sending me the same shit about Gerald. And did.
So I'm like, you know, me personally, I'm just like, listen, y'all believe what the fuck y'all want to believe. And this the man who want to try to create a beef that ain't no beef and all kind of beef. And baby, ain't no beef because he vegan. So I'm just like, y'all around here just eating grass.
All beef.
Fuck y'all around here eating because y'all vegetarians.
Well, bitch, if we got beef, let's eat, ho.
Okay. Baby, you worried about the $20,000 I requested, baby. It was really never a request to be requested anyways. So it was a blanket request. Okay. Oh, how about that? Okay.
Oh, no.
So go ahead and make a blog about that. That was a blanket request. How about that? All right. Praise God. All right. What else we talking about, Conscious? All right.
Well, see, this is what I talk about. You and Larry, y'all got that habit of opening up them goddamn gates and letting the roaches and the rats back in. We just need to keep them gates closed. Let them let them live outside of the city limits where they belong, deep in the wilderness, honey. Okay, we know what type of time it is. Ain't no redeeming quality to none of these bitches. They are fake, they're phony, they're two-faced, they only sabotage and muddy shit up. Ain't no truth in them. I'm good on them hoes. Good on them. It's never gonna be, baby, in the year 3000, bitch, still won't be fucking with them hoes.
Oh, I appreciate you. Open life talk. I appreciate you, baby. I'm just making a joke all day, every day, baby.
I was in his chat a couple of times. He's very different. Delusional and paranoid, girl. Delusional, paranoid, psychotic, suffers from all type of damn anxieties. I mean, it's just a mess, child. It's a mess. But that's why he's not going to respond, because he don't have no response for the truth. He don't have no rebuke of the truth. He can't. There's nothing for him to go around. Yeah, I used the shit that came out of his mouth and used the shit that he did against him. There's no reverse Uno for that, baby. Yeah, he just got to eat that like he does everything else.
Hold on, and then wait. We were what? Oh, that was AT2. Never mind. It was AT2. We was over there on AT2 page, and him and the fucking cigar dick sucker over there come over there. You know, Oh, bitch, I gotta. Oh, I wish I can tell you. Oh, Lord.
Offline.
Yeah.
Offline.
Offline. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you have declared you are out of this shit. You
I'm out.
also done said you ain't got nothing against
I'm out.
Dr. Reid.
I don't have nothing against nobody.
Nobody.
When I say I am out, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy fucking New Year, Happy New Me, Happy New You, Happy New Titties, Happy New Dingaling, Happy New Booty Hole, whatever y'all want to celebrate. Happy. Praise God.
Praise God.
Amen.
Well, is there anything else? Because I think we're complete here. I think this is really
we
good.
are complete. That's what Bishop them say. I'm complete.
But Jives, pray for protection. Because them people.
Oh, I'm covered.
Okay.
I'm covered.
Stay covered, because you in a den full of snakes, a den full of wolves, baby.
Oh, I'm not in a den full of nothing. I'm a fucking lion. What the hell are you talking about?
Just like it. And you see how Bishop did not allow Larry to get away with letting go? They are going to want to punish you.
Punish me how?
Yeah, I don't know, but they are going to want to punish you because they're the only ones who get to be in control. They're the only ones who get to say goodbye. They're the only ones who get to have a say. So you don't get to have no autonomy. You don't get to have.
Okay, so wait. Hold on. Like you say, hold on.
And you see how he waited on Dr. Reid, right? It took him 7-8 months, honey. He sat, he thought about a methodical plan on the clapback. And in them audios, honey, he says that he's going to be getting his get back, even if it takes him to 2027 to do so, baby.
But here's the thing about that.
These people are not well. So this what I'm telling you is that you're just dealing with the skinnier version of the trash report in Jordan.
Well, here's the thing. And I don't want to diminish a relationship, but how do I say this? The relationship is nothing like he and Larry.
It don't gotta be. You're dealing with a narcissist, sir. Narcissists don't change their stripes, baby. Just like a William. He the same way to everybody, right? Because a narcissist don't change their stripes.
Well,
so just keep your head on a swivel, King. Just keep your head on.
I pray we'll all be ready.
Look, the people say that he even put a curse on Reid. My God, today.
Well, baby, listen here.
Wow.
I believe in the one true God. I don't know what God these folks. I believe in the one true God. Okay, I ain't with all this would you stuff. I ain't with all that foolishness. I ain't with all that now.
As long as you know that the woozy stuff is in the room with us, okay?
I believe in all the things of the things. Okay, I believe in. Listen, I listen. I got good.
You know, child.
Okay.
You know that they mad over there in the house of Jordan's girl because it's falling apart. Everything is fell apart. Oh, and let me ask you this question while you're here, because I forgot to mention this, and I think you might also find this to be very interesting. Which is why you guys have to keep up with my community wall, girl, because I be giving it up on the community wall at times. Would you have it here? Jives, what do you think about the fact that he tried to put St. James and William up to do all that shit on Justin D. Edwards' name, right? No. But do you know?
Do I know?
After he had William do all of that shit on William's Live and all of that, that man went and followed Justin the next day on Instagram. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Archbishop following Justin D. Edwards after he tried to put St. James?
Oh no!
After he tried to put St. James and McWig up as the Creed assassins and went and followed the man. What is it? I just want the thoughts.
I say unto one, I say unto all, watch yourself as well as pray. I don't have no thoughts. I just don't. I don't have no thoughts. I don't know. I don't have no thoughts.
You don't find that to be just, I mean, it's just stuff that make you scratch your ass.
I ain't scratching their ass. I don't
real deep scratching ass.
I just want to be far, far away from here. Far away from here. Far away from here. Far away from
Never land, baby.
Far away from me. Far away from me. Where Pam at? I saw Pam. Where Pam?
She might still be up in here. Pam, you her?
Hey, where you at, girl?
Go take y'all ass to bed. Y'all done got 3 hours. This was supposed to be my Nicki Minaj live. Y'all done got 3 hours of church sector butch up out of me.
You know what? Thomas said, I'm trying to tell Jives. He already said that Conscious is a soul snatcher. Listen, you can't tell me what I already know.
Beyonce hide you everything, child. Because if there's anything to be snatched, I'm going to snatch. Hit me later, Johnson. Get your ass up out of here.
Bye, y'all.
Oh! That's the King Jives show, y'all. Make sure y'all catch King's live stream, girl. Because, baby, the streets are streeting as a result. This was really good, nice conversation too between Dr. Reid and Jives, who probably haven't spoken to each other in God knows how long. So it was really nice to see them being able to ask questions, speak to each other. That went great. Bishop and the House of Jordans, girl. I mean, it's embarrassing at this point. It's embarrassing, girl. It's embarrassing. It's going to be worse, girl, if and when there comes a time for the things that's been going on in the background to be the foreground, baby. I can't wait to get into that part of it. I was not expecting none of this today, y'all. Baby, this was a lot, girl, okay? Wow. I don't know what to say, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I guess we'll be talking about Nicki and MAGA and Turning Point USA tomorrow. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. Give me your thoughts below. Send all your donations, child. Y'all better bless the King. The King work, girl. Work, child. Okay? Came back with a vengeance. Oh, yes, I did. All donation information is there and in the description box below. I love you all, and I will see y'all all tomorrow. Y'all look at how this camera just keeps flushing. Girl, a bitch be vibrating too high. I love you guys. Bye.